What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about ways you could kind of trick your mind, or ways you could kind of trick your brain into like doing stuff you don't feel like doing. If you like really hate the system, or if you hate the society, or like if you're forced to work at a job, or if you're forced to be in a situation you don't really want to be in. Um, and again, it may differ from different people because, in my opinion, it depends on someone's life purpose, and so like everyone has different life purpose. Everyone has different goals in life, right? So I'm not talking about like, oh, everyone needs to do this, but let's just say, for this video, you could apply it to any situation. You don't have to apply it like your whole life, but like you could, but it depends. But what I'm saying is, if you're forced to do something you don't want to do, but you know you have to do it, like you have to do it, or if you're trying to, or you're doing something you're forced to do, so you can use that situation as a stepping stone, so you could take off on your business or on your side hustle. Like for example, let's say you're forced to work at a job you don't want to be in, but you're forced to be in that job just so you could get some extra income on the side, so you could um start off on your business so you could take off, right? Let's use that example, or just any situation where you're forced to be in, right? How I look at it is this, right? Um, Now me, you don't have to believe with my beliefs, but I personally, this is why I said you got to trick your mind, you got to trick your brain in a way, because the human mind is so powerful. Like whatever you put your mind to, you're gonna do it pretty much. Like your body's gonna follow through. Or it could be with a codependency issue as well. So like if you're codependent, or like let's say you have a partner, or like you came back from a breakup, or like you have a crush on someone, right? And you can't get them off your mind. You really want to be with this person, but like for some reason you just can't be around this person, or like you can't physically be with this person. So that could apply for that situation as well too. So let's get to it. Um, how I look at it is this, right? So especially if it's spiritual, clearly there's an afterlife, right? So clearly there's reincarnation is a real thing. If you die, then you pass away, and then you live another life, right? It become like in human form or any form you want, right? So I personally believe in reincarnation. I believe there's an afterlife, right? So um that time is when I feel codependent from someone, or like I have a huge crush on someone, but I know physically I can't be with this person. Like let's say I have a crush on someone online, right? But then I know like I can't physically like date this person. I can't take this person out, or I can't be with this person. Or and so what I'll do is this, right? So I'd be like, okay, you know what? In order for me to get my mind off of this person, I have to focus on the things I really love doing. So, and and usually with me, I fear of missing out. So like I don't trust life like that. I don't trust the universe. I don't trust God like that. So like this is why I tend to trick my mind and brain. So like how I look at it is this, right? Um, put all my energy and focus on the things I don't want to do, like work, or even through my passions, through like making YouTube videos, or focus on my work, and then I put all my energy and focus into that, right? And I transmute all that pain and all that codependent energy into greatness, pretty much into my work, so I can better my performance, into like my hygiene, or into like my workouts, or to my YouTube videos, so I can express myself, right? And I'd be like focus all my energy into that, and then once I pass away, or once I die in afterlife, I could meet up with that person, and me a person could like live happily ever after, and we could always be around each other, and we could do the things we want to do, right? So that's how I look at it. I know it sounds delusional and crazy, but that's how I look at it. I mean, it could be dangerous, but just don't take what I say grain of salt. But it's just like a perspective, you know. That what helps for me sometimes, and not just with that situation, but it could be in any situation where, like, let's say for example, like, obviously as adults, we need to find ways to make money, right? Unfortunately, we live in a system where like it is controlled by money. So like, let's say we're forced to work at jobs we don't want to be in, right? Or even if you pursue your passions, like your own business, at times you still don't feel like doing it because this world revolves around money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you make a lot of income and stuff like that, you know, we're still a human. So like humans, we're forced to do things we don't want to do, like managing our taxes, or Even if you're trying to break away from the system, let's say you're trying to create your own, imagine trying to create your own new system, right? Away from the matrix and the rat race, right? You still gotta take time and energy and effort to even build and plan and create everything, right? So like it's either way it takes energy, right? And as human beings, at times we don't like working, or like at times we don't we just want to chill and have fun, right? So but yeah, you're forced to do those things, especially since time is speeding up. In this timeline, time is speeding up extremely fast. So what you could do is just put your head down, focus on the things, take care of your business, focus on your shit, and then just know that like once you pass away, or like once you die, um, you don't got to deal with any of this bullshit ever again. Look at life as a test. Look at life as like a temporary test that you don't feel like doing, but you have to fucking do it. Just view life as a school, pretty much. Like, you know how when we were younger, we're forced to go to high school, we're forced to go to a middle school, and we fucking hate it. We hate waking up early. We hate doing shit we're forced to do. We hate being controlled and being enslaved, right? But once you graduate, once you're out of high school and all these school systems, now you're an adult and now you're free, and now you could do whatever the fuck you want, and like you could live life to your fullest without listening to a teacher, or a teacher telling you what to do, and fucking doing homework and waking up early, right? That's what I'm getting at. And I understand like even after high school, we still live in a corrupt system, in a corrupt world. So, but you get what I'm saying though, right? Like this is what I'm trying to get at. So like the things you don't feel like doing, but you know you have to do due to like obligations, and just being a human in general. Like we, as a human, we all have obligations, right? Especially if we're trying to like live life to the best we can to create financial freedom. We, at times we do have to get off our comfort zone. At times we do have to overwork ourselves. Even if we enjoy what we do, we still got to force to do things we don't want to do. Like for example, if you have a business, right? You love making you. I'm using my example. Me, I love making YouTube videos, or I love speaking my mind, right? But and let's say one day I go viral, or like I go big, and I make a lot of money. Yes, I love that, but at the same time, now since I'm making a lot of money, I have to take time to like focus on my taxes, focus on my finances. Um, I'm gonna have to apply for new banks, or like I'm gonna have to email a lot of people, and I gotta learn how to manage my finances, this and that. And me, I personally don't like fucking doing that, right? But I love making YouTube videos. But that's what I'm getting at, right? So like, even though if we're trying to do the things we want to do, we love, we still gotta do things we don't want to do at times. So look at it like, just get this shit over with, and then once you pass away, once you die off, or even on the other side, like all the things you want and desire, the things that you can't have, like, but yet you know you can't have like freedom, or like being around the right types of people, or like being with a certain romantic partner, or like a crush. Just knowing that like all the things you want out of life, you will get those things in the afterlife, or maybe in this lifetime. Just handle your business, do what you got to do, and then on the other side, you're gonna get the things you want. And people may call that faith, or people may call that you got to have trust within the universe or God, or you got to have more trust with life. But this, and that's true, that can work. But more so like this video is for people who don't, or who have a tough time with trusting life, or who don't trust, or if you believe in God or the universe, you have a trust time with believing, or you have a tough time of trusting God or the universe, or like this life in general, right? Especially for me, like I tend to have trust issues when it comes to life, because there are times in life where like I really want something, and then I end up either getting disappointed, or like some bullshit happens, like you know what I'm saying, and like but that's where I'm getting at. Um, I guess this video is more so about learning how to become optimistic, and like just learning how to trick your mind and brain, and who knows, and that's the thing too. That's how it works usually. Like, like if you were to put your desires and the things you want into the side, and you're to handle your business, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get those things. And that's, I guess that's where people talk about manifestations, or law of attraction, or whatever like that, right? Or even like other YouTubers, they talk about like once you're in the right alignment, once you do the proper healing work, then you're actually gonna get those things. You, you, you know what I'm saying? This is part of life. So just handle your business, do what you got to do, and just know that all of your desires or all the things you want, you will get those things on the other side. Just view life as like a school, as a temporary school. Life is short. The average human being passed away when they're like 90 or 80. So view life as very temporary. View life as short. So view life as school. Once you're done, you get to live a very blissful life. And in afterlife and in these other realms is very blissful. It's amazing. You ain't gotta deal with being controlled. You ain't gotta deal with being in human bodies. All this other bullshit, right? But and that's the thing too. Like once you complete your business and all this shit, you could get those things in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it usually works like that. So or like you just don't, or we just fed up with life. We hate life so much. Just know that it's temporary and it's short. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna last long. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Just know that there's better worlds out there. There's better experiences. There's better opportunities on the other side waiting for you, right? Especially when like this could very well apply to codependency as well, where like you really have a you really want to be with someone, but you can't be around this person because maybe you two live in different areas, and like you just know that like through like life circumstances you can't be with this person. Just know that like handle your shit in this lifetime and in the afterlife. You get to be with this person and you two could like hang out and like spend time with each other and live happily ever after, pretty much. Because supposedly like in the spirit realm or afterlife, it's abundant, it's limitless. You can manifest, you can get all the things you want. So that's how you got to look at it. um those are my beliefs, so you don't have to believe I believe in, but that's what I'm getting at. You got to kind of trick your mind and brain, and who knows, once you do handle your business, all the things you want, you can experience this shit in this lifetime, and that's how it works usually. But it's a thing to it's something to think about. I know it's a random, but that's how I kind of tend to like look at things, and that for me it helps me at least. For you it may be different, but for me it helps. But, that's all I got to say, and have a good one. I hope this video helps, and peace.